mellow southern city living within a time warp and cradling 3 centuries. Nowhere else in America does the past blend so comfortably with the thrust of today. For this sensuous city-state had the good luck to be rich when life and architecture was good and poor when it was bad. Now there's a sense of imminent victory over circumstance and poverty and history, as the New South at last emerges from its habit of defeat and failure and racial oppression. Once as powerful as New York or Boston, the city fell asleep after the Civil War, too tired and poor even to pull down its old buildings. And today it's still a separate place where life has a slow and gentle quality. You may not meet Scarlett O'Hara in these streets, but you can be confronted by the most predictable of southern scenes. And even by the most predictable of southern ladies, the last generation of the real Old South.
I'm afraid so. Yeah, I think so. I was thinking of that today. That's another thing you do when you just sit here. I just look back on the most perfect, rotten, spoiled life. Now that's nice.
That's great.
I didn't realize at the time, because most of the people I knew were the same way, with big houses and lots of servants. And I had a man who did nothing but take the children to school those 4 months and bring up 100 pounds of ice.
Mrs. Norwood Hasty is 85. Her family arrived here 3 centuries ago, and she can be crusty enough.
My cook, my butler, and the children's nurse came from town with me and lived in. But then all their relatives and friends had done anything extra maids and men who did nothing but sweep off the porch and tend the fires. And, oh, it was lovely. You give me hands and feet every time. You can have gadgets. But it's finished, and I think the Negroes have made the most tremendous strides in the last 25 years. Well, look what they're being elected to all kinds of positions of power. I think we'll soon have a Negro president. Negroes are very powerful in this country now, very well to do. And Charleston has plenty of rich Negroes now. This man DeCoste, who does over old houses, my God, his wife wears a mink coat that possibly trails on the floor. You know, they're very rich. But I think they've come so far. And of course, I can't talk loud, but there's no use talking about it, but they are of a lower order of mentality. Oh boy, do I know it now with all these people in our country. They are so damn stupid. They are. I mean, of course, there's some smart rats, and there's some smart snakes, and there's some smart everything. I'm not a smart one. And some of them are very, but I mean, generally speaking, they are very low order mentality. And I've been with them and brought up by my children my entire life, so nobody knows them better than I do and was devoted to them. Our old nurse, God, we had her forever. I had my cook 35 years. I mean, you didn't change in those days. You had them. And they stayed and stayed. But now, I think they're being given, well, they're living on